Well, hi. It's snowing. Hello, spring. It's snowing. We need the moisture because of the altitude. We're considered a high desert. And they don't throw the word in desert unless they mean it, which is determined by how much moisture you get in here. And we don't get much. So I thought I would explain, because the comments I got were about slugging. I did not know this was called slugging until about 3 months ago. First, let me explain. I didn't start doing this on, like, oh, I think I'll just put petroleum jelly on my face. I went through extensive surgery on my face because of skin cancer. And the scar, let's see, I can find the bump. Okay, it starts there. And it goes there. And then there was a big hole in my nose. And I have to rub down to find. There. Scar went from here to here. And then it's like about to there. And she did a really good job because she put it in places where you don't really notice it. But unfortunately, it was 2 intense surgeries. Then it was 4 revisions surgery, which just means plastic surgery. They had to try to make it look better because it looked really bad at times. But during that interim, I had to bandage it, do this, do that, and this was the only thing I could use on my face, petroleum jelly. And I was it's like part of the protocol of me taking care of everything was to use this liberally. So, because it was like rules, like you can't get this part of your face wet. If you do, dry it off, change the bandages, put Vaseline all over it. So I just ended up using it all over my face. I mean, what am I going to do for this part? So, and I inquired, like, why? And they said it holds the moisture barrier. It keeps the moisture in your face so that the scars heal nicely. And so I kind of, found that it really worked pretty good. So at the end of everything, I was supposed to have 2 more revision surgeries, and I couldn't do it. Because if you look straight on, this nose caves in, side of my nose caves in a little. And they were going to fix that. And they wanted to work on this part of the scar. And I said, is it medically necessary? Because I had reached burnt out. Extreme bad burnt out. Because, when they do stuff to your face, like they put the stitches in Monday and then say come back Thursday to have them removed. So it was like for everything I had done to my face, just double it. So that's 12 visits, like one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. And I could not have done this without my daughter. I could not have. So then I said to her, I'm kind of getting used to doing this. She said, well, this is how, if you want to continue, because it really does hold in, protects. I am no skin expert. Maybe I should just throw that out there right now. I am not a skin expert. I just do what I do. And I do it when I want. And sometimes not enough. Furnace came on. You just have to live with it. It's freezing today here. So when I was getting done with everything, she said, so I said, well, can I continue using this on my face? And she said, I highly suggest it as a 2 or 3 times a week therapy, she said she uses it about that often. But she said they're bad days because she's also a trauma plastic surgeon. So she said, I wake up in the morning, I'm a morning shower person. Then I may take 1 or 2 more showers due to intense surgeries if there's been traumas and she has like a lot of blood on her. And then she takes a shower before she goes home. She does not like to take any germs from the hospital. So this is how she said, put on anything and everything that you would normally use. And then, so, right, I washed my face. I put some of that vitamin C hydrolonic or whatever the word, I can't say, drops on it. And then after I put on some of this Korean face lotion that I use right after I wash my face. So you take the Vaseline and I warm it up in my fingers. And this is kind of what she said to do. So it's kind of like you warm it up. And then you start patting it onto your face. And you can put it anywhere. And then I go and rub it like this. Again, this was how she illustrated to use it. And she did it on her own face, which I thought was really cool. But she had just, she didn't have any makeup on her or anything. She's a really beautiful woman. And as you can tell, I have my hair back. You don't want to do this where your hair is going to get in it. And you could, and I end up rubbing it on my hands. And I normally do this not just before I go to bed, but a little before that, like after I take my shower, I put on my face, whatever I'm going to put on it. And then I do this. And this is slugging. I did not know this until a few months ago when Sally FaceTimed me and she'd bought this CeraVe good on your lips too. But I have ultra dry skin. She'd bought the CeraVe night treatment. All I remember, it was in a blue jar. And it was by CeraVe. And she was trying to figure out if she should just use this, which I used to call just putting gunk on my face. I didn't know there was a word, and I didn't have any reason to look for a word. To slug her face either with this or this, nighttime. I think it's like healing treatment or something. And I said, I don't know, just try both. I try one for a while and try another one, and then we finally ended up just deciding she would just probably try it, and if she liked it, she'd use it up, and if not, she'd just throw it away. Because it's not very expensive. I think it's like around $10. You get this is like 3 or 4 months ago. So that is what slugging is. It only affects the first 1 or 2 layers of the derma. Theoretically, you either have 3 layers, but you actually have 7-ish layers. I'm really going back on biology many, many decades ago. But it's a very refined product. You don't have to worry about using it. It's not like you're using oil out of a barrel. I asked my dermatologist, she said, yeah. But again, I do not put it directly, I do, like at night, I put on night cream or whatever I'm using. And then I, do this. And believe it or not, it stops it instantly. So that is how I slug my face. And I did not know it was called slugging until Sally called me. So hope you enjoyed. And again, I am not a skin expert. You know, this is just what I do. You know, disclaimer. And anyone who watches me on a regular basis knows I am not a skin expert. Well, everybody take care. Love you. And I hope it's warm where you're at. We have 3 days of snow come. We have today, tomorrow, and the following day. So, love you guys. Bye-bye.